Charlie, tell us a little bit about your transformation plans for the airport. Why are you doing it, and how are you funding it?
Well, again, transformation programmes come about from a really in detail look at key strategic drivers. So we've actually tried to look out over the next 20 to 30 to 40 years in terms of airline expectations. So as airlines tend to invest in new and more modern aircraft such as Emirates A380 that comes into Manchester twice a day, really great aircraft, great product, it attracts a lot of passengers. But airlines are now starting to look at the facilities. So across the world they actually want to have arrangements with airport companies and airport groups that have got modern, fit-for-purpose facilities. So airline expectations are changing, and again, if you look at customers and passengers, their expectations are changing. Customers are now doing all the business, whether it's paying their bills or shopping, they do it all online. And equally, when they start to think about a holiday, they want to do that online. They want to access the airport to see where the flights are going, what the cost of the flights are, the times, the type of aircraft and the type of experience they'll get. So very early stages of planning a holiday, it's mobile communications. When they come to the airport in the future, they'll be guided through the airport on their iPhone or their iPad, which will guide them to the quickest journey through security. Once they're through security, and they will be through security in 5 minutes, it will be then about how they relax, what their dwell time's like at the other side of security. So if they're interested in, for example, a Ted Baker shirt, they will be able to go on their iPhone and look at the special offers that are available, and then their iPhone will take them to the departure gate. So very much a seamless and efficient journey. And then the other consideration for us, the other driver for us, it's the development of the north. So the northern powerhouse, High Speed 2, High Speed 3 are very important to the region. As the region develops on economic grounds, the airport will develop. There is that symbiotic relationship between the airport and the region. And we're really starting to think about growth accelerating in Manchester Airport as the airport actually becomes the global gateway for the north. Clearly the other airports in the region will develop as well, but equally it's generally recognised that Manchester is the only gateway for long-haul international travel, whether that be for leisure and or for business. So we will create that business-to-business connectivity across the world for businesses across the north of England.
So £1 billion programme, how's it going to be funded?
Yeah. I mean, £1 billion programme, again, we have to recognise that's over 10 years. All infrastructure companies have got big capital programmes anyway, so we're reprofiling and reconfiguring some of our existing capital programme. Equally, if you look at the financial performance of the group, it's been very strong over the last 2 or 3 years, and as we look out over the next 10 years, it's only going to improve. So the cash flows will be very strong from the group. Clearly, at one point, peak investment time, we'll look to increase our debt levels slightly, but we'll still be very conservatively geared. So it's a very conservative project. So we will not be taking in high levels of debt, and we will not be looking at bringing in new equity. We will really be funding this from increased cash flows, but equally just increasing our debt profile for a relatively short period of time. But very manageable project financially.
So I suppose the biggest change for many people is that the fact that Terminal 2 is going to be the major terminal, and in time Terminal 1's going to be in essence demolished. What's going to be on that site, and why have you done? Why have you taken this decision?
Well, Terminal 1 is the oldest terminal, and it's been built on and built up gradually over a period of 40 years, so it's been added to rather than starting from a design, a concept and develop. So it's not really fit for purpose for the next 40 or 50 years. So it's coming to the end of its natural life in any case, and you will see the airport, the front door of the airport will move much more away from Terminal 1 over to Terminal 2. So once we've decanted all the airlines out of Terminal 1 into Terminal 2 over that 10-year period on a phased basis, we've got an option of what we do with Terminal 1. Well, we could keep it, and it could be there for contingency, or we could actually look at the opportunity of extending it, for example, Airport City, and redeveloping that part of the site, creating even more jobs and creating more commercial revenues for the airport. So we will have options when we're 10 years out.
Great stuff. Well, thank you very much, Charlie.